Hey guys, it's Calm, and today I'm bringing you a new video on the Sorcerer class for Heroes of Hammerwatch 2. Now this is arguably the second best DPS in the game, just for its pure AoE clear abilities. So if you haven't unlocked the Sorcerer class yet, I'd recommend trying to get it. It's a lot of fun, and you basically turn into Emperor Palpatine with the Lightning Mastery. So the skills for the Sorcerer are your Discharge, your Elemental Orb, Innate Power, Elemental Affinity, Lightning Ball, and Lightning Mastery. So the last two, of course, are going to be from once you reach level 10, unlock your Mastery. For the Sorcerer, it has three different types: Fire, Ice, and Lightning. Each one of them can change the Elemental Affinity for your Orb, the Mastery, and then the Discharge. Personally, I prefer the Lightning. It does the most amount of damage to the most amount of enemies. So, I always also, just a little bit of advice, try to max your innate power first. It gains a ton of spell crit chance, allowing you to clear enemies a lot faster. So for the run, for the magic shop, you have basically 2 to 3 choices here. So your first one is Chain Lightning, which just helps with clearing enemies a lot faster. So each one of your lightning targets can chain to additional targets with 20% damage reduction. Your second choice could be Mana Search if you do not have enough mana. Every time you score a crit, you'll get mana back. And your third option is Spell Crit Damage. So it goes from 20 to 40 to 80. So these three are going to be the primary ones you want to level when you get your purple orbs. And then if you have any extras, or if you're doing like a full clear, you can always get your adaptive orb, which allows all of your damage to be, let's say, lightning, which is really good, especially if you have food bonuses and potion bonuses. So for those bonuses, I'm doing the Ambitious Adept, like always, for spell crit chance, the Impetuous Apprentice for cast time and cast speed and cooldowns, and then the Shocking Zinger for lightning damage. And then, of course, your Hearty Meal for mana and regen. Like always, also Farsight, Safe Corridors, and Treasure Hunting, just so I can fly through the dungeons a lot faster. And then Prowess for mana regen. So, let's get right into it. Off the bat, I see purple orbs to the right, so I'm just going to run over there. Don't really care too much about the enemies. They all kind of die in one hit already. So this is beautiful. These are three that we all want. So far, the most rare is the Lightning Mastery for the Arc, so I'm going to take that. It's going to allow the lightning to chain off of itself. So each one of your lightning chains could chain again. Very, very powerful when it comes to clearing, and you could probably clear definitely more than that in one hit. So I'm just gonna look, see a trinket chest. I don't really care about the monolith too much. I don't think it'll give me anything good. Gamazins for some armor, doesn't really matter too much, and I doubt that there's gonna be another trinket chest above. So I'm just gonna go and take the Citadel shortcut. And we'll just, we'll grab the boys while we're here. They don't do much damage, but they're trying their best, you know. They're just here for aesthetic purposes. They keep you company. I've never actually been able to keep them alive from the start. It seems next to impossible. As soon as you get past the goblin statue and you get to Shadow Face, they just die. They're way too weak. If the developer would be able to make these guys scale off of the level you're at, I know that the later levels or the later floors have higher tier followers, but the ones that you have, if they leveled up themselves, I think that'd be pretty cool. It would allow for like your paladins to actually have extra damage. Figuring paladins can heal all followers, including the spiders that you can summon. So off the bat, I like the Markham's Mace. It's pretty good. Nothing else too great. The Rain of Mana is perfect. And the mana regen and more mana. Spell damage, more mana. Okay. Alright, this is already shaping out to be a fairly good run with a Red Dragon scale. If you get the full set, there's no way you're losing. So, immediately see crit damage, gonna take that. The range is pretty good, but I'm going to take the Elemental Affinity just so I can maximize the damage that I have with the Lightning Potion bonus. Elemental Affinity, this seems good because it's blue, but it is horrible because you're just going to be doing lightning damage. So, in return, more crit damage. And then lastly, I don't see anything too good. If you use Lightning Ball a lot, this is pretty decent. The Lightning Mastery for the Null Field, pretty decent, especially if you have low health. I don't really care too much. I've got 6 potions, so I'm just going to go for mana regen on spell crit. Immediately, I'm going to go straight to that orb. You can already see that enemies are starting to get chained just a bit more, and we're going to take even more chain. So that other perk that you saw at the end, kind of forget. Ooh, level 20, not bad. Yeah, the last time I cleared this, I got to like level 15 or something. And already gonna take Markham's. That is beautiful. But like I was starting to say, is the perk all the way at the end is really good once you level up your orb just a bit. It allows every hit to potentially extend the life of the orb. And it's really funny because you can have up to like 10 orbs at once in a large group of enemies, and you just deal damage. Scroll Swiftness, this is awesome. I love them for mage builds because you just constantly spam mana, so every 2 lightning bolts you get a dash charge back, so you can just fly through. Nothing else in this level, so just gonna bypass, go straight to the next one. See a trinket chest down there I will grab, just test it out. Yeah, not bad so far. Could change just a little bit more. We have one more that I kind of want to get. Just clear these out because I don't want to have to deal with them running in while I'm trying to do the trap. Alright, we're just gonna pot up, just be safe. Let's get to this next one, we'll just run over. Crowning Achievement, awesome. It's one of my favorite ones. I don't have the attunement yet on this character because I just need more level up points. But it's it turns it to 40 per level, or 40 total, 2 per level. So it's super nice, especially in the higher NGs. Once you get to like level, let's say 40, 45, 50, you end up getting a lot. So we're gonna take the Lightning Ball. I don't really care too much about any of these. The penetration's good if you are starting off. Once you get to high enough spell power, the penetration doesn't matter too much in the early stages. So we're just going to do the Lightning Ball. It does help when DPSing the bosses slightly. So let's grab this Trinket Vendor up here. Grab the, let's see, Crest of Triumph, I guess. Maybe if we can get that last one, we can get that extra 10% damage bonus. I doubt it, but it would be nice to see. So it's gonna blitz right through and go straight to the Harbingers. Got 5 potions, and they should probably die within 3 to 4 seconds if they stack up properly. The Lightning Ball, since I have the matching affinity, should deal quite a bit of damage. Looks like just the lightning itself is doing the most. But once you get a few points into the orb, it can split off into smaller orbs, which is really cool. And then those orbs will crit and then give you mana back. So everything just kind of creates a perfect storm. Pun intended. Lightning's great. Cleansing doesn't really matter too much to me. That perk is kind of useless. Ooh, Blue Dragon Scale. Once again, the full dragon set would be beautiful with the crit damage. I could do kills here, but as Palpatine, you kind of shred every single enemy, so it's just a little bit extra damage. I'd rather have increased range. So I'm just gonna spam a few spells, help me get my dash back a bit. I already regen mana quite a bit. Let's check anything topside. Nothing. So let's run through. already doing some decent damage. I'm gonna hope for probably the like armament books, so the book of spells, and the book of arms, and then the ooh, almost died there. And then the book after that, I think it's the Codex of Power. Getting all of those would basically complete the build. Nothing too good for an option. I'm just gonna take Lightning Mastery. I mean, if there's a chance I can just block projectiles, so be it. It might help later on, but I don't think it'll make too much of a difference. So we'll go grab that blueprint down there. Silenced? Can't cast spells for some reason. Nothing I want. We'll just take extra Shadow Curse just for some more spell power. Drink another potion. We'll go grab our refill and then be on our way to the boss. Nothing else, sadly. Getting kind of unlucky when it comes to trinkets. Granted, I guarantee you guys could probably just watch this video and see that I missed probably 3 or 4 different rooms. But I just can't be asked. I like going fast. Fast and big numbers. Serpent is pretty easy when it comes to the Sorcerer build. If you're doing a full clear, you'll most likely get the purple orb that allows your orbs to split up and then extends their life. That's very, very good. And having just that extra chance to spawn more orbs is even better. So you can have like 5 or 6 orbs on each serpent. That was a little risky. Thought he was gonna die quite a bit faster. Ooh, Markham's Amulet, nice. Already up to 464 health, could be a little bit better. Sorcerer really excels here. The Dark Halls is a breeze when it comes to it. You just kind of have to make sure you don't get overwhelmed. But you can just let all the eyes spawn and just bop. And they're gone. So, anything with Earthquake is pretty good too. You just kind of fly through. You can throw an orb down if you're running low on mana, but I just kind of sprint around, throw an orb here and there, and just let the chain lightning do its magic. Ooh, Codex of Power, just what I wanted. Doesn't look like we have anything of too much use. I'll clear out all the way to the boss, just because I do kind of want to play a little slow. Since I don't have too much health right now, and I didn't get that many trinkets, I could probably die pretty easily here, especially if I get swarmed, or if I run into somehow a really large group of elementals. So, let's clear everything out, double back, and then head on to the boss. So like right here, I could die if I get hit quite a lot, but the chain lightning, you can see that when I cast each spell, a lot of the times I just stay at 532 because the crit chance scales off of every single individual hit. So if you crit 20 enemies at once and you have a 5% chance, you're basically guaranteed to get your mana back. So the Palpatine build is really good when it comes to mana management and just clearing enemies. I'm gonna pot here just in case. The lightning enemies are your one bane here, because they just have too much resistance. I'm gonna throw down an orb, just play safe a little bit, let them come to me, chain them all. Should be all of them cleared. Definitely, at this moment, not as fast when it comes to the wizard speed times, but you definitely deal quite a lot of damage when it comes to a ton of enemies. Oh, him, nice. I'll grab that. Could be some money. Money never hurts. Oh, just level up my gloves a little bit. I have 5 potions. I could go back and get another, but that'll waste like 30 seconds. I don't really care too much. I shouldn't die here, so. The only downfall, sorry, of the Sorcerer class is when it comes to this fight. You do crit, but you only get 1 hit off per. Meanwhile, the Wizard, you get a ton. Your Fireball can hit 3 times. Everything else can just deal a ton of damage. Right here, Sorcerer's awesome just because you can just, you know, train up all of the shadows and just hit a ton of them at once. If you have the mana, I think recombobulator, I think that's what it is, the crystallizer, sorry. If you have the mana crystallizer, you can regen here if for some reason you don't have enough regen. But if you have the elemental orb upgrades, you can literally just throw down those and only those in this fight, and you'll still deal a ton of damage. And if you have the part where it just extends its life and extends itself and splits off, you can just have infinite amounts of them. Boom, pop, pot, just be safe. And go back to just casting lightning. Mr. Avatar, have you ever heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? I thought not. It's not a tale the Jedi would tell. It's a Sith legend. Well, everyone, that's it. That's the Sorcerer build. It's pretty fun, pretty easy. You deal a decent amount of damage to your discharge. It's going to be your primary amount, unless you get some pretty decent elemental orb. Like I said at the start of the video, I don't really like Lightning Ball. It's not really that good. There are probably some better uses to it that I just haven't explored too much, but I just think Discharge is probably one of the most broken spells in the game. So yeah, thanks for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe and comment. Any type of build you want or any type of class, guide, I'll make it. Just let me know. Appreciate all the feedback. Thank you guys. Hope you have a wonderful day.